person who did the deed should know that perfectly well.
Huh? Unconsciously, I looked around at everyone's faces. Everyone else was doing the same. We traded glances laced with fear, confusion, and suspicion. Back and forth, back and forth.
Is that the truth?
Who killed her?
My goodness. Some of you still can't accept it?
Shut it! I ain't buying that shit!
Silence! While it's still here, I have something I'd like to verify with the teddy bear over there. Assuming one of us is really the murderer, that person is able to graduate, correct?
Huh?
Don't play stupid! You said so yourself. One can graduate by committing murder.
Why the guffaw?
Because you're naive, way too naive. You think it's just that easy? Just gotta kill someone? That's hugely naive, devilishly naive, hellishly naive. Quite the contrary. The real fun starts here.
The real fun.
Then, how about this? Let me tell you about the supplemental rules concerning graduation. As I've explained to you already, you can't graduate unless you kill someone. But in doing so, there was another promise you had to keep too, wasn't there?
The sixth rule. You must not betray to the other students that you are a murdering villain. I believe that's what you're referring to, yes?
Bingo. Just killing isn't good enough. You gotta do the deed and get away with it. So, a short while after you off some poor sucker, to see if you satisfy those conditions, we'll hold a class trial!
A class trial?
The class trial will begin a few hours after a corpse has been discovered, during which the murderous villain will have a fierce showdown on the class courtroom versus the remaining students, the heroes. The question at trial is, which one of you guys is the super duper high school villain? The answer to that question will be decided by a vote conducted at the end of the trial. If the answer you guys come up with is correct, the order-disrupting villain will be punished, and everyone else will get to continue life together. On the other hand, if you, the jury, select the wrong person as the villain will live on, having escaped from his sins, and the rest of you heroes will be punished. If that happens, of course, your lives together here will be forcibly concluded. And that's all there is to the class trial, folks!
By the by, the word you keep repeating, punished, how do you mean?
To put it simply, I'm talking executed.
Executed?
What do you mean, executed?
By execution, I mean execution. Execution. In the electric chair, billow in the poison gas, ripped to pieces by a hurricane.
In other words, if we are correct in choosing the killer, well, the killer will be killed. But if we are wrong, all of us will be executed?
Such a smart chimpanzee. That deadpan appeal of innocence is a nice little trick, too. Basically, this is like the lay judge system in the outside world. You guys are the ones who decide who the criminal is. However, you can't make that decision lightly. All you guys' lives are at stake after all. I'll add all that to the school rules so you can go back and look at it whenever.
Wait a second! This is all, totally crazy!
Hmm?
What's all this crap about class trials? There's no way I'm participating.
And why is that?
Like you even need to ask. Why should I have to play this find the culprit game with you?
What's this? Someone will participate in the class trial? Then they must be penalized.
Huh? Penalized?
I'll probably lock you up in a dark and scary prison or something.
Quit your babbling! Even if you threaten me, I'm still not participating.
How selfish.
You're the one being selfish! Making us kill each other? Leave me out of it!
Such an overwhelming evil power staring me in the eyes. I'm shaking in my boots. But I will not yield to the darkness. Monokuma will always fight to the bitter end. If you truly wish to pass, you must take me down first.
As he finished, Monokuma charged, his feet pitter-pattering against the hard floor. But
There! Are you happy now?
Right back at ya.
Huh?
Violence against the headmaster, Monokuma, is prohibited. This is a violation. Heed my call, O Spear of Legend Gungnir. Come to thy master's aid!
What? That doesn't make sense. Why me?
in her final moments, Enoshima's eyes went wide. And just like that, she never moved again.
What? No.
You're shitting me!
Inconceivable!
I'm really feeling it right now. The importance of tropes. I was wanting to avoid causing any unnecessary deaths, if at all possible. But I guess a sacrificial lamb really is necessary. Man, I love that trope! But hey, you guys get it now, don't you? I mean business. If you resist, I'll make Swiss cheese out of you, blow you up, bury you alive, melt you, etc. If you don't want to end up like that, you guys better adhere strictly to the school rules.
Enoshima's body, skewered by spears. A pool of blood was forming beneath it. That was the first time I had seen the moment of a person's death. Anyone could tell just by looking. Enoshima, our friend until just a moment ago, was dead, killed, terminated. And it all happened just like that. This is death.
It's nothing to be surprised about. She's just dead. All she is dead. It's as ridiculously apparent as the inevitable destruction of mankind. It's as stunningly natural as the inevitable end of the world. This isn't some RPG. Cram as many bird feathers down her throat as you want. She ain't coming back. Nope! This is reality!
Why did you kill her? Weren't you going to imprison her?
I changed my mind.
You didn't premeditate her murder?
Premeditate? How do you spell that? Premeditate? I premeditated her murder? Is that what you said? Hey, I'm Monokuma! That's not terribly important. I have something I need to give you guys before you start searching for the villain. This is a file with some data I gathered on the corpse. I call it the Monokuma File! I mean, you guys are amateurs. There's only so much you can find out from a corpse. So I went ahead and gathered info on the body and anything cause of death for you. Huh? You're wondering how I know what the cause of death is? I watched the whole thing, start to finish, in stunning high-definition clarity, thanks to my security cameras.
Then you know who the culprit is. The one who killed Maizono.
You betcha. If I didn't, I couldn't make an impartial judgment on the class trial now, could I?
Yes, your judgment should be impartial. I'm slightly relieved to hear that.
Alrighty then. Best of luck on your investigation. You're gonna need all the luck you can get. Do what you gotta do. I'll be seeing you again soon. At the class trial.
And with that, Monokuma left, leaving us confused, bewildered, alone with Enoshima's horribly mangled body. For some time, not a one of us could even open our mouths to speak. Naturally, we were shocked by Maizono's and Enoshima's irrational death. But that wasn't all. Someone in this room killed another human being. On top of that, if we don't find out who did it, everyone else will be executed. We looked at each other with mistrusting eyes. Could things get any worse? However, despite the distressing abnormality of her situation, she was not perturbed in the slightest.
Is this really the time to be depressed? Besides, with everyone so blindly mistrusting of one another, much like blind faith, the outcome can only be disaster.
Huh?
We need to work together. It's up to you who you want to believe in and who you want to doubt.
Indeed. Fretting over the deceased won't benefit anyone.
That's awful!
I've warned you numerous times already. Those who cannot adapt will simply die. Inability to adapt, disobedience. These things lead to death. You reap what you sow.
You're terrible! Even in this situation, that's way out of line!
We need to focus on figuring out who the killer is, first of all. If we don't, then all of us will be executed.
Precisely. It's time to begin the hunt.
Either way, we cannot escape it. We have no other choice.
We've got no choice! This is really our only choice.
Execution my ass. You ain't fucking killing me. Shit, let's get going.
We have no other choice. Every one of us was whispering that to ourselves, as if trying to instill in us some confidence and drive. Yes, we have no other choice. Even if we don't want to, we have no other choice. Our one chance at holding on to our lives. We have no other choice. Beyond that, I need to know. Why was Maizono killed? Why did Maizono have to die? I'm afraid of the answer, but I have to know. If I don't, I'll never be able to accept Maizono's death. And that's why I have no choice.
Alright. We're on the investigation part. I'm not sure if we have to talk to anybody, but let's get out of here
Wait.
first.
Huh?
Before we begin our investigation, isn't there a little more we should talk about?
Yeah.
I guess we do have to talk to her then. Let's do so.
Before we begin investigating Maizono's death, what should we do about preserving the crime scene?
Preserving the crime scene?
You mean watchmen to ensure that no one tampers with it? If the culprit tampers with the evidence, we're at a stalemate.
Alright, then I'll be on watch. I'm no good at figuring stuff out anyway. I'll leave it to you to figure out who killed that chick.
Then Oowada's on lookout at the crime scene.
No, we can't just let him watch by himself.
Huh? Why not?
Isn't it obvious? What if you're the culprit? By volunteering for guard duty, you can destroy all the evidence you want.
What? Screw you!
Then I shall be on guard as well. That eliminates the issue.
Two-player co-op with Masters Mindu Oowada and Sakura Oogami. Fierce watchmen indeed.
For the two of us who cannot join in the investigation, we rest our lives in your hands.
I'm kind of scared, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay, now can we leave? No? Okay, fine.
I gently brought my hand to Enoshima's dead body. Like they do on TV and the movies, I checked her pulse in her neck and wrist. She's really dead. There was no other way to say it. She was completely and utterly dead.
Confirming it was unnecessary. Sustaining injuries like that and losing that much blood. It'd be more surprising if someone could survive that.
Wait a sec. Wait. Hold on! She's dead? Then... this is the real thing? It's not some kind of event, but really real, dude? No! Save me! Get me out of here! Someone!
Took you long enough.
Is this real? That goddamn bear!
Okay, so who do we talk to? Togami? Let's try to talk to Togami.
Hurry up and begin your investigation.
I would love to, but Kirigiri won't let me. Dang it.
I don't like it, but we've got no choice. We've got to find the killer. If we don't, we'll be killed too.
We cannot run. We can only press forward.
Yamada?
Current status, rebooting consciousness. Please wait.
What's this? I just noticed something.
Notice something? What is it?
I was looking over the Monokuma file, and I noticed something very simple, yet very peculiar.
Huh? What is it?
Please, have a look for yourselves. The place where Sayaka Maizono died is Makoto Naegi's bedroom.
Ah, she's right!
And could it be?
Everyone's eyes pointed at me, all at once. Hold on! I didn't do it! Maizono and I traded rooms for one night. That's all. We did it because she was terrified.
That has lie written all over it. Tell the truth.
The look in their eyes changed dramatically. Their gazes were filled with doubt and fear. In other words, they suspect me?
Are you all done talking? Then let's begin our investigation. From here we split up. Who killed Sayaka Maizono? To reach the answer to that question, you must gather evidence and follow it to its logical conclusion. If you make the wrong deduction, well, I don't suppose I need to tell you what happens then, do I?
Methinks I'd rather you didn't.
Good luck.
Kirigiri hastily departed the gymnasium, leaving only those words behind.
I'll be off as well.
Continuing after Kirigiri, Togami also disappeared from our sight.
Damn, that's right. We're on guard duty. Gotta hurry down to the crime scene.
Yes, indeed.
I'll warn you assholes right now. If one of you is the killer, and you try to tamper with any evidence, if I find you first, I'll beat you to a fucking pulp before your execution. I'll pulverize you, liquidize you, grind you to fucking dust!
With his words still hanging in the air, Oowada and Oogami swiftly exited the room.
But investigating a murder? We're not detectives or policemen. What are we supposed to do?
You don't need to do anything. It's perfectly obvious who killed Sayaka Maizono.
You don't mean...
I'm talking about you.
Like I said, I didn't do it!
Stay back! Do you intend to kill me too?
Anyway, we should do whatever we can. It's not like we're totally certain Naegi did it.
Touché. Let us investigate to our heart's content.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't investigate anything.
Huh? Why's that?
I'm not good with blood. Just seeing blood, I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Yeah, whatever. No one's expecting nothing from you anyway. Alright then, I'm off.
Hold on a second! Before you go, hear me out! My voice fell on deaf ears as everyone left the gymnasium one by one. Their suspicious gazes still pointed in my direction. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? Why did things turn out like this? There's no way I could kill her. Why the hell would I kill Maizono? I've gotta do something! At this rate, everyone...
By execution, I mean execution. Execution. In the electric chair, Bilbo in the poison gas, ripped to pieces by a hurricane.
It's gonna end up like that. I won't let things go Monokuma's way. I'll do everything in my power to find the culprit. The culprit who killed Maizono. First, I should take a look at that Monokuma file thing. Victim: Sayaka Maizono. Time of death: approximately 1:30 a.m. The corpse was discovered in Naegi's bedroom in the dormitory area. The victim died in the shower in Naegi's bedroom. Cause of death: a stab wound to the abdomen. Additionally, signs of blunt force trauma are visible on the right wrist, which is broken. I have to perform an investigation with only that to go on. If I want to get to the bottom of this, I've got to do something. For my life, and for everyone else's lives. And for Maizono, too. I'll find out why Maizono was killed, no matter what!
Okay, now the investigation really begins, but next episode, rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and see you guys on the next epic episode of Dangan Ronpa.